I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I am Francisco Cerundolo, and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Now, Wimbledon is banning Russian and Belarusian tennis players from this summer's tournament because of the Russian invasion of Ukraine.
The tournament has been stripped of ranking points as a result of its ban on Russian and Belarusian players.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Game to Love podcast. Today, I'll be bringing you the match between Mukhofa and Halep, and actually, the players have already started. It was posted that we would be starting a little bit later, but apparently the organization was a little bit in a rush, so we're already into the first game, and I will add the scores to the screen immediately. The first serve is from Mukhofa, and she's leading 40-30 in her first service games. Welcome everyone to the stream. Really happy that you're here with me today, and I'm really looking forward to this match. I think it should be one of the popcorn matches, one of the better matches in the first round of Wimbledon, men's and women's combined. So I'll tell a little bit more about the players, the tournament, the service, etc. When we maybe go to a game change or something. But before that, let me know your predictions. So what do we think the score is going to be today? And not only who's going to win, but also the set scores. I'm very interested in to see them from all of you. So, what do you think? Let me know in the chat if you have any predictions about the scores today between these two great players. And I'm happy to inform you that the first game has gone to Mukhofa, pretty easy service game for her, and she leads 1-0. Players are now changing, and that maybe gives me some time to tell you a little bit more about these players and their previous records, etc. So first up, we have Karolina Mukhofa. She is 25 years old and she's from the Czech Republic. She was born in Olomouc and she's currently number 81 in the world. But we know her as a solid top 20 players, but she has been struggling with some injuries in the past months. Her best Wimbledon results were the quarterfinals in 2019 and 2021. And she's going back from an injury. She actually had a pretty long running back injury, which was hurting her a lot. And then she played Roland Garros. She was doing fine, and then she twisted her ankle. So that was really unfortunate, coming back from such a long injury and then hurting yourself again. Um, she only played once in the past 2 months, so she doesn't have much form, and she lost against Jabeur in Berlin in straight sets. So yeah, if her form is anything to go off, it's going to be a tough match for her. But we hope that we can see a lot more from her than what's listed here. Meanwhile, Mukhofa moves up to 30-15 in Halep's first service game, so already pressuring Halep a little bit there. A bit more about Mukhofa. She's a player that can always go deep, like round 3 quarterfinals in tournaments, even when not having that much of preparation. She does it quite regularly. She doesn't play any tournaments beforehand, and then scores 1 or 2 wins, good wins before maybe meeting a higher seed player. On the other side, we have Simone Halep, of course, one of the world's most well-known players. She's 30 years old, from Constanta in Romania. She's the current number 18 in the world, but of course she has been number 1 for a while. And she's the previous winner of Wimbledon, actually. 3 years ago in 2019, she won the Wimbledon's ladies singles final. And she recently reached the semi-final in 2 grass tournaments. So if we are comparing form, then Halep is on quite a hot form. And Mukhofa doesn't have any form at all. But I think Mukhofa, being an excellent cross player, still should be able to trouble Halep. And this is also why we chose this match as one of the matches that we wanted to show in the first round. I think both players are really good. So let's see it. Simona Halep reached the semifinal in Bad Homburg and reached the semifinal in Rothesay, where she lost to Haddad Maia, which is of course one of the better grass players currently, even though she lost the first round in Wimbledon just yesterday. Didn't see any predictions yet in the chat, so if you have any, please shoot them and let me know what you think about this match. We are currently 1-1, and I will start commenting on the match, of course, very soon. We have MQR in the chat saying, "Hey Roland, hey MQR, how are you doing? Wondering what your prediction is for this match." And Neil Michael saying, "I'll go for Halep 6-4, 6-2. I enjoyed your stream, Emma versus Alison van Uitvank yesterday. Also, the fact Emma confounded the naysayers, as I recall you were predicting an Alison van Uitvank win in straight sets." Yeah, I think I did predict that as well. I was maybe overlooking too much a little bit the form of Alison van Uitvank in 2 tournaments that were, maybe not the highest quality, and also Emma struggling with injuries. But good on you for supporting Emma all the way, and I think in the end we can all be very happy that she won. I hope it relieves a lot of the pressure on her shoulders, because I think playing on the center court with that crowd, and you could see in the beginning she was so nervous. So I'm really happy for her, and I hope she can make a good run in this tournament. MQR saying 2-1 Mukhofa, nice prediction, and Anka Gartland saying Simona wins in 2 sets. So a lot of different opinions. Neil, maybe it was your Flemish roots, or are you Dutch? I'm Dutch, so I've been to Belgium quite often, but I have Dutch roots. Meanwhile, we are into the service game of Mukhofa, who's currently love 30. So after having a pretty easy service game, first service game, she is struggling a little bit now. And MKR saying I feel it's going to be the best match today. Yeah, I think so as well. I think not only these two players have been quite high ranked in the world, but also they are both, I think, really good grass players. I think Mukhofa is a really natural grass player, and Halep is a player who can do well on all surfaces if she's feeling it. And of course, she's a previous Wimbledon winner. So what are we talking about? It's love 30, and Mukhofa is serving, and good serve, and she wins the point. Mistake from Halep. After hitting the net court, she volleys it in. Yeah, it was first. She had 3 break points. First one, yeah, pretty easily dealt with. I think it was a good rally. She got a little bit lucky with hitting the net court, but yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. Just to inform you, I'm a little bit behind. That's because the live stream that I usually watch somehow thinks that this match is starting in 8 minutes only. So I'm watching a different live stream, but that one is slightly behind the live ticker. So don't blame me for being a little bit behind. But they're into the rally on 1540. Halep with a big forehand moving to the net, and she volleys it, but the volley is not super good. It's a lob from Mukhofa. Halep with the backhand. They're still into the rally. It's a really long rally this, and oh, Mukhofa had the chance here to take the points, but she doesn't, and we already have the first break in the third game. That's an early break. I must say I didn't expect it. Mukhofa usually a pretty decent server, but Halep really good in the long rallies already. I think that's part of why her game is so tough. She just loves to switch up the play, come to the net, play the drop shot. So yeah, I think Simona Halep in good form is one of the best players in the world. But I don't know if you agree with me. New Michael saying, yes, Emma was nervous to start, but she came too well. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the first set, the rally, she was a bit shaking and really struggling to put enough power behind her forehand. I think her backhand was a little bit better. And then starting second set, yes, I think her confidence grew because she won some important points, and you could see her serve also improving. So yeah, good on her. And playing Garcia tomorrow, who can be brilliant or awful. Yeah, that's like high roll, low roll kind of player, I think. So if Garcia high rolls, then I think it will be a close match. If she doesn't, then I hope with her renewed confidence, Emma has enough to fight her off and move to a third round. So players are getting ready for the fourth game. And it's Halep taking the first point, and we go to 15 love. Neil Michaels saying, I noticed Barty asked Wimbledon to let Halep open center in her place. Since Halep didn't get it to do it in 2020 as defending champ, but it went to Iga. Do you agree? I think Iga actually said something about this in her press conference, that she felt like there was a lot of unnecessary drama created between Halep and her about having the honor to play on center court. In my opinion, they should have given it to Halep. And reason why, I know they don't probably take it in their equation, but this is going to be a really good match. And I think, yeah, Swiatek was expected to have a lot easier first round match. So if you take in account that Halep is kind of missed that chance in 2020, and that she is a former world number one and also playing a really exciting first round match against Mukhofa, I think they should have given it to Halep. But yeah, I also think that giving it to Iga is also a fair choice. I mean, she's been playing so well recently, Iga, so it's also fun to watch her, and I think the crowd loves Iga also. So I don't think they could have made a wrong decision here. But wondering to see what you think. The linesman made a wrong call, actually. The score in the screen still says 40 love, but it's actually 30-15. So yeah, I will be corrected. There it is. And Halep loses one of her challenges and is now on her let's first serve on 30-15. So everyone in the chat who's here, welcome. Really happy that you can join me today. I'm really looking forward to this match. And if you haven't yet, please whack a like Ben always says, whack a like on the video, and also subscribe to our channel if you want to get notifications of any upcoming streams. I think we already had like 6 today and also more coming, so we're going to be super active. And yeah, we will see what happens in this match, but please like it. It helps me spread this video, and it also helps us reach more audience. So if you haven't yet, please do it, and make sure more people start to watch, and can have some nice discussions in the chat. Capricorn BG, hey, nice to see you. It was good fun yesterday in the Emma match as well. Some nice comments from you, and you say Wimbledon still using lines people is the total joke. Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind it so much, but yesterday I have had 2 matches where they didn't make many mistakes, like maybe one. Yeah, in this match, early mistake already with a challenge, so I hope they don't make too many. When I was watching the Libema Open in Den Bosch in the Netherlands live this year, they made a lot of mistakes. They made like 4 or 5 mistakes in one match, which were also on crucial moments. And then everyone in the stadium felt like, why are we still having this? So yeah. MQR saying Simona slipped. Yeah, you are right. Simona slipped, and I was almost afraid that we get another moment like Gregor Dimitrov, who had to retire very sadly due to an injury in his first round match. And yeah, let's hope that we don't get to see anything like that today, because we don't want to see our champions going out like that. Okay, so time for some match commentating. We are into 3-1, and it's now 15 all. Really powerful shots from Halep, and Mukhofa not able to return them. The weather is really nice in London today, which is a big difference to yesterday when we had to have some games with a closed roof. So no closed roof, it's sunny, it's warm, and yeah, court's looking good. Neil Michael saying liked. Thank you so much, Neil. And if you get a certain number of likes, do you get to go to the press conferences like Ben and JG? I think this would be actually an excellent idea. So thanks for your contribution, and I will raise this question with them as soon as possible. Of course, they would have to fly me to London first, but I think for 100 likes, that's not too much to ask. So I like your suggestion, and I'll be pitching it to them later today. But it was pretty cool, right? That they went to all these press conferences and got to ask the questions to these famous players. I don't know if you saw all the questions that they asked, but I was pretty amazed and also a little bit jealous that they got to see these players in real life. And I think they asked some really good questions, and I think the players also liked the questions. So it was just a great atmosphere, and also a sign that this podcast is growing rapidly. So very cool to be part of it. Okay, Mukhofa serving, and she hits a double fault on 30-15. It's 30-30, and it's hoping for her that she can actually keep her serve a little bit easier than she has been doing so far. I think Halep has been troubling her way more than she has Halep. So Neil saying, I'm sure they could stretch a budget flight to London for you, Roland, or I would have to go with the boat. I've already went with the boat a few times to England, so I could also do that. But it would take me a bit more time to arrive then, so it would be a press conferences a bit later. But I really want to go to Wimbledon next year, so even press conference or not, I'm definitely planning to go there soon. 30-40 for Mukhofa. It's a good serve. Return for Halep is high, and it's out, and it's 3-2. Cloud London Sports saying Halep, row. I'm from Romania. Yeah, nice to see you. And it's nice to have some Romanians in the chat. If there's more Romanians, let me know. And good that you're supporting Halep. Is she one of your favorite players? If you watched her a lot in the past as well? Because Halep is for me one of the players that I used to watch a lot, actually when I was a lot younger, and yeah, watching tennis and watching a lot of women's tennis, and one of my favorite players because she plays a fun game. She yeah, has a lot of different strokes and never boring games, so it's a reason why I really like to watch her play. So players are changing, and it gives me time to ask all the new people in the chat who have joined recently. We have a lot more people here now than when we started. So if you have any predictions for this match, let me know in the chat and we can discuss them. MQR saying Halep is looking good today. Yeah, she's looking really sharp actually. She looks focused. She looks yeah, dedicated, and I think she has shown this also in the recent grass tournament. So yeah, really nice on her. That I think she's found good form, and if she can continue it here, it will be tough for Mukhofa to match the level. They are waiting for some people in the stands to sit down, and now starting to serve. It's a really good serve outside, and the return is into the net. 15 love for Halep, who's cruising so far on her own service games. Really good serve again. Good forehand from Halep. Slice backhand from Mukhofa. Halep moves in, doesn't hit the forehand very well, and Mukhofa puts it behind the baseline. Marius Nikolaiciuk. I hope I said it right. Sorry if I butchered your name. Also with the Romanian flags. Yeah, let's go. Support Simona. And Betbook Tipi Bukmareski saying, I have Mukhofa bet pre-match. For me, it will be 3 sets. I also hope it will be 3 sets. Then that means that we get a lot of value for our stream time and that we're in for a great match. We are into the rally, and it's a good rally so far. Back into forehand. Halep moving the ball around. Big hit from Mukhofa here, and that's a really good shot. Forehand winner, and 30-15. Really good shot from Mukhofa there. That's what she needs. A bit of power, a bit of fire. Good serve from Halep again. She's serving really well. Backhand outside. What a shot. Oh. Laurentiu, I'm also Romanian. Simone is my preferred player at all. Well, then you're loving how she's playing now. What a big backhand from her. And she moves to 40-15. Second serve on 40-15. Return from Mukhofa is good. Halep with the backhand, really deep backhand. Mukhofa slices it back. Halep moves it outside. Mukhofa slices it again. Halep moves inside with her backhand, but it's in. It's a lob from Mukhofa, but it's not good enough. And it's 4-2 for Halep. Really easy hold for her again. And Marius saying I think it will be 6-4, 6 for Halep. I think that's a nice prediction. Very well be. Capricorn saying, will Halep defeat Iga on grass? I'm just judging from the 2 grass tournaments that I watched from her, where she had a good match against Harap Maya. And this match, I think she looks good. Beating Iga, she will have to be on top form. So I think she can. If there's one player that can, I think maybe her, maybe some other players. That's a good question, maybe for everyone in the chat. Which players do you think could potentially beat Iga Swiatek? I think Halep could. I think maybe Ostapenko could if they meet. What are other players that could maybe defeat Iga on Wimbledon? Meanwhile, Mukhofa is serving 15 love. First serve is into the net, and she goes to the second serve. Takes her time for the second serve. And it comes. It's good. It's a good return for Halep. Really deep returns for her. And the backhand for Mukhofa is out, and she's frustrated, hits the ball into the net. It's 15-all. Halep has been returning with really deep balls, and Mukhofa doesn't seem to sort her feet out fast enough to be able to deal with them. Poker Factory saying Jabeur. That's a good take. And Capricorn saying Kvitova and Ostapenko as well. Kvitova, yeah, that's also a good take. She's been playing really well, and of course won here already twice. So they're into a good rally, backhand to forehand. But I think, yeah, this is still in. Mukhofa with a high ball, but it lands in. Slicing now, both of them. Backhand to backhand slice. Backhand slice inside out from Mukhofa. The drop shot. Halep is reaching it. Pushes it inside the line. Really well played from Mukhofa. What a nice point. Really good rally. Both players moving on the court really fast, and it's 30-15, and the crowd is cheering. MQR saying Jabeur is my favorite to beat Iga than Kvitova. Yeah, so I think those are the names that a lot of people are talking about, maybe to defeat Iga. I don't know if any of you watched the Iga match. I didn't, so I don't know how well she was playing, but let me know if you did. The first serve coming in from Mukhofa. It's a good serve, a good return from Halep again. Forehand to forehand. Halep with a lot of power. They're moving each other around. Mukhofa to the net with a drop shot. It's in. Halep with a passing shot, and the volley is in. Wow, this is really high level tennis what we're watching. One of the better matches I've seen so far, and Mukhofa 40-15 with a really good volley. Laurentiu saying, hope Simona to beat Iga will become drunk in the day. I think you will not be the only one, Laurentiu. I think a lot of people cannot wait for the streak of Iga to end. But yeah, let's see. In comes the first serve from Mukhofa. It's good. Return from Halep is into the net, and it's 4-3. And I think this deserves a little celebration for Mukhofa, who has been playing really well in this game. So MQR is one of the people who watched Iga, so thanks for letting us know. She dominated in the first set, and then she started rushing and made some errors, but she closed it. So yeah, I saw that she bageled in the first set. That's classic Iga behavior, of course, and I think it's only to be expected that if it goes so easy, that maybe you drop your level a little bit. So I don't think much worries for her. So players are changing. It's 4-3, and yeah, I wanted to let you know if you have any questions for me. Yeah, feel free to ask. I can answer any of them. If I don't know the answer, then no worries. I will either look it up or whatever. But yeah, if you have any questions for me, then let me know. And MQR saying Kvitova is down a break 2-5. Wow, that's unexpected for me. I thought she would have an easy time with Paulini, but big serve from Halep, and it's 15-love. Halep hitting 88% of her first serves and a 359 serve rating, which is actually really high. So she's hitting really big serves. And while I say this, her first serve goes in the net. I guess that's the commentator's curse as always. But yeah. Second serve, return from Kvitova, forehand to forehand rally. Backhand from Kvitova, backhand goes cross. And she hits it into the nets. And it's 30-love for Halep, who looks like having an easy service game again. Laurentiu Spiridon asking who you think will win Wimbledon this year. For the men's side, I actually predicted Berrettini to win it, and I don't know if any of you already heard, but he is out of the tournament with Corona, which is incredibly sad. I'm really gutted about it. Is one of my favorite players, and yeah, I'm so sad that that it doesn't happen. So yeah, for now I would say Djokovic, but I'm waiting for other players to change my mind. And on the women's side, I predicted Jabeur to win the whole thing, so that's still possible. She looked good in her first round. What do you think? This was, by the way, the quickest game of the match. Halep winning really easily, 5-3, and that means that we're into the business end of this this set. Simone Halep looking so good, and yeah, interested to see if she can continue her level. Capricorn with a good question. Why are there no single-handed backhands in the top 20 since forever on the WTA Tour? I think I saw someone commenting on this some time ago that it has something to do with the power that you're about. It's more difficult to generate power on your backhand if you're using single-handed backhand. Of course, there's a few men players who can generate a lot of power also with a single-handed backhand, but you get more control, stability, and power in general. So what my thought about this, but I could be wrong, is that coaches teach younger women's players actually to hit a double-handed backhand because it's easier for them to put more power on it. And having a lot of power in your backhand in the women's tour, there's not many players who can match you then. But that is just my only idea about this. Meanwhile, great points from Simona Halep, and she is 15-30 leading in the service game from Mukhofa again. Can she break her already? Maybe get the first set over with already here. And what a great shot from her on her backhand. Almost touches the line, and she's been playing some great shots. Mukhofa with the serve. It's out, and she has to go to her second serve. In comes the second serve from Mukhofa, and it's also out. It's a double fault, and we have 2 break points and also 2 set points for Simona Halep. Can she close out the first set already? And Laurencia is saying Coco almost lost to Gaby Roos. Yeah, that was really impressive play by Roos. And I think Roos is one of Halep's prodigies, right? She plays a lot with her. So I don't know for sure, but I thought I saw this once. And she played really well. Unlucky for her that she didn't win in the end. The serve from Mukhofa is not good. She has second serve with 2 break points against her. And yeah, it's looking very, very difficult for her now. We will see if she can hold. Second serve comes in. Return from Halep is not good enough. It's 30-40. Yeah, Capricorn. I think you're right that there are some players who do, but my assumption is that it's just a few really big powerhouse players. While on the men's tour, you see way more single-handed backhands. But I could be wrong. Okay, Mukhofa serving 30-40, 1 breakpoint to go, and it's into the net, and she has to go to the second serve again. And Veronica, I can see that you are also sad about Gaby Roos. Yeah, she played so well, but she has maybe she can build from this. They are playing backhand to backhand rally. Halep dictating the play. Mukhofa with a weak ball. Halep putting the forehand through it, slicing it now from Mukhofa. Halep with the backhand to the backhand. They are into the rally. And it's a really big shot from Halep. Wow, what a winner. And she takes the first set. Let's go, Simona Halep. What a big winner.
If she wants something, then she's gotta have it. If you're in her way, then you're gonna get it. She got all that talent, she got all that talent. It's Simona Halep.
Yeah, there it is, the Simona Halep button. She takes the first set, and yeah, looking really good. I don't know about how you feel about this in the chat, but she has been playing really impressive. Only 5 unforced errors in a full set, and yeah, that's some really good statistics. And her first serve has been excellent, so she is doing really well. And yeah, also the crowd celebrating it. I think with a few big forehand and backhand winners. So yeah. I think if she continues like this, Mukhofa doesn't have a lot of chances to win, and she needs to be more steady on her serve. Meanwhile, we get the news that Clara Tauson has retired in her first round match after being 1-4 down in the first set. So that's another retirement. A lot of retirements today, sadly. I don't hope we don't get too many of them during the whole tournament. Veronica saying bravo Simo, and another bravo in the chat. So a lot of fans celebrating the first set win for Simona Halep, and to be honest, she's playing great. I understand that you must be very happy with her. while the players are getting ready for the second set. One fun fact about Karolina Mukhofa, maybe you didn't know, but her father was actually a professional football player who played for Sigma Olomouc in the Czech Republic, and it was in the highest level. So it's a very sporty family, the Mukhovas. Alex BG1, good to see you, Alex. Nice to have you here. Saying I've got a few Bavarias here, Dutch beer. Oh, that's nice. I've been to the brewery once. I used to live close to it in Brabant, part of Holland, and it's actually a really nice place. So enjoy. Second serve from Halep into the rally. Mukhofa with the backhand, a lot of power on it, but Halep easy return, and they are slicing it again. Halep goes through it with her forehand, and the first point is for Simona Halep, continuing her good form with a 15 love on her own serve. Let's see if I can get some live scores in here from other matches. Meanwhile, Halep first serve. It's a really good first serve. Mukhofa stretching. Halep hitting the net court. Mukhofa with the forehand. Halep to the line. What a winner. Simona is playing so good, guys. And it's 30 love. Rafa Nadal, first set win against Serendora, I think to be expected. And yeah, it was mentioned earlier, but Kvitova dropping the first set 2-6 against Paolini. I think she was one of the top favorites, maybe top 4, top 5 with the bookies, Kvitova. And already dropping the first set to Paolini in that fashion, it doesn't look good. Halep, another good point, and it's 40 love. In comes Halep with the first serve. It's a really good first serve out, and it's a love game for Simona Halep. Yeah, another bravo Simona. She's playing so well, and Mukhofa really needs to change her game if she wants to compete with Halep on this level. She has 79% first serve points won, 100% second serve points won, and if you compare that to the 29% second serve points won for Mukhofa, I think that's the big difference here. Holger Rune, by the way, lost the second set against Giron. He's now 2 sets down and also 3-2 down, so a break. So it looks like Holger Rune is going out the first round already on Wimbledon. Capricorn BG saying Halep as a plane to catch. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I think she's in a rush to finish this as soon as she can. She's playing so well, and I actually think that Mukhofa isn't playing terribly, but she just doesn't have a chance against the way that Halep is dominating the rallies. Good serve here from Mukhofa, and it's 30 love for her. Also interested to hear what you think, guys, with some really big names out in the men's tournament. We're talking about Hurkacz, who lost to Davidovich Fokina, Silic, who withdrew to Corona, also Berrettini, and then Dimitrov with an injury. Does this change your predictions about who will be in the final of the men's draw? Does it mean that Nadal is now a much easier schedule? Does it mean that Djokovic will now cruise to the final? What do you think? It's a misser from Mukhofa, and it's 30-15. By the way, for everyone who is watching, we have over 100 people watching, which is great. And if you didn't yet, please leave a like on the video. It really helps us spread the channel. As suggested by someone earlier, if we get enough likes, they should fly me to Wimbledon. So of course we want to make that happen. So if you haven't please like the video, and you can also subscribe to our channel. If you're new to this channel, then we will make sure that you get all the updates of all the matches that we will do, and we're trying to push 6 to maybe 10 matches every day to comment on them. So if you like what we're doing here, then you can support us by just liking it, maybe sharing it with your friends, and then we can help the channel grow. Capricorn BG saying, watching the Dimi injury today made me sad. Yeah, me too. He's one of my favorite players on the men's side of the draw, and I think he's a really classy player. He's a fun player to watch, and if he's on, he's really on, and you get super good matches also against the top players. So I was really looking forward to seeing him play. Had him going pretty far also in my predictions, and yeah, I'm just sad to lose him to injury that early. Laurencio saying Nadal is my preference. That's a nice take. Is he on for the calendar Grand Slam then? What do you think? Meanwhile, Karolina Mukhofa holds her service game. Pretty decent game from her is what she needs also to compete a bit more with Halep, and it's 1-1. Alex BG saying, how did Dimitrov of Alex BG1 is saying, how did Dimitrov get injured? I didn't see that he got injured, but I heard that he made a wrong step and that he injured his groin. But if someone watched it, then let me know. Serve from Halep is out. Second serve. Second serve return from Mukhofa. It's really deep on the line, and she moves in with her forehand. She moves to the net. The volley is not good enough. It's into the net, and it's 15 love for Halep. So 15 love and Halep on her first serve. Meanwhile, Capricorn saying Boti's playing well against Lopez. Oh, nice. Well, it's my favorite Dutch player on the tour, Botis van de Zandschulp, and I hope he can win at least 2-3 rounds this tournament. He's been playing well during the year, really climbing in the ATP rankings. So I hope he can do well in this tournament. It's a misser from Halep. It's actually a rare misser. It's only her 6th unforced error of the match, which is really low. So still good numbers for her, but it's 15 all. And maybe Karolina Mukhofa can do something in this game. It has been a while, I think, since the first game of the first set that she put Halep in any trouble on her serve. So let's see. First serve, return from Mukhofa as a slice. Halep putting it not too deep this time. So Mukhofa can maybe do something with it, but she's slicing. Forehand from Mukhofa now, it's really wild and it's really wide. Oh, these are the kind of missers that you cannot afford if you want to trouble a top player like Halep. Then you can't make this kind of mistake. So it's 30-15 for Halep, and she's cruising again. Serve from Halep is good. Return is also good. Forehand to forehand rally. And Mukhofa is making Halep run, but she doesn't move well enough herself, and she's being pressured now. Outside backhand from Mukhofa is good. Oh, she slips. That's a shame. She was dominating the rally, but she was moving forward a bit too much, and then the return from Halep was deep. She slipped when she tried to move backwards. Nothing serious. She's already on her feet, but it's 40-15. MQR is saying Halep is pushing her back like crazy. Iga would struggle a lot with that game. Yeah, I think that's also exactly what happened with this point. Is that Mukhofa thought that she could move forward a bit more, and then in a difficult position, Halep still put so much on the ball that she didn't expect it, and then slipped as a consequence into the rally. Halep making a mistake. It's 40-30, forehand into the net. Paula Badosa with a really easy win, 6-2, 6-1 in her first round. She has been struggling lately, so I think she'll be very happy with such an easy first round. And it's a good serve. And it's another game from Simona Halep, who moves to 2-1 in the second set. So yeah, I think so far this has been a really good match. Just maybe a little bit one-sided with Halep having this easy service games. But yeah, let me know what you think about the match. And if you have any questions for me or for anyone else, just post it in the chat, then we can discuss them. Laurencio saying perfect. Yeah, I think her game has been close to perfect. If we look at the stats, then Halep has 9 winners. That's not a lot, I think. 1 winner per game, approximately. And then 6 unforced errors, which is very, very low. And I think also why she's doing so well combined with her serve. Mukhofa already has 15 unforced errors. And yeah, that's too much to challenge Halep. So if Mukhofa can hit more winners, less unforced errors, well, then maybe she can trouble her. Meanwhile, the camera zooms in on Patrick Mouratoglou, the new coach from Simona Halep, who has been in the news a lot. Not sure if you know him, but he's a big advocate of the on-court coaching, he said, and he's also pretty notorious for having a lot of opinions about everything. So yeah, he's now her coach, and it seems that it's helping her. So let's see what it brings. The players are getting ready for the second service game of Karolina Mukhofa in this second set. She's looking to even it up to 2-2. Waiting a bit for the crowd to become quiet, but I think they are now. First serve is into the net, and she moves on to the second serve. Still, Karolina Mukhofa only 29% for second serve points won. So let's see what happens here. It's a double fault. Well, that doesn't add to the tally. 3 double faults already, and another second serve point down the drain for her. And comes the serve from Mukhofa. It's out. She's missing a lot of serves. Second service in. Big backhand from Mukhofa, but Halep puts it so deep with her forehand again. They are putting a lot of power on this rally. Can Mukhofa keep up with the pace of Halep? Forehand to forehand. And it's into the net for Mukhofa. I think we've played like 20 of these points already. They are both putting a lot of power. Halep hits it a little bit deeper than Mukhofa, and at some point Mukhofa makes the mistake and hits it into net, and it's love early. Maybe we get to see another early break. I will get to your point soon, Neil. I think you're making a really good one, but I want to take some time to actually respond to it. So here comes the first serve of Mukhofa. It's a good one. It's an ace. It's the first ace of the match actually. After what did we have? 12 games already, so it's 15:30, and I will now discuss your message on grass. The women's game is a better watch. Less serve dominance, more rallies, more points of interest. Not just waiting for the odd bad service game or tiebreak. What do you think, Roland? I think it really depends on which players you watch. And I will give an example from my recent experience is that I was in Den Bosch for the Libema tournament. And the first match that we got to see is Van Rijthoven against Felix Auger Aliassime. And it was a really good match because Van Rijthoven won and the stand was really behind him. But they hit so many good first serves. It was just they were both serving so well. I think they had like 90% first serve percentage, both of them, 25 aces. So that's what happened there. And the second match was Manarino against Medvedev, and then we had really long rallies, like 20, 25 rallies, and shot rally. So that was a really good and so different match. So I think it really depends on the players what kind of match you're getting. But I completely agree with your point. For me, I think I like to watch women's matches anyway. But on grass, especially, it's a lot of fun because we have some women's players like Iga Swiatek, but also like Simona Halep, who are really good with dividing the play, still hitting with power, but moving the other player around. And I think that makes it very interesting. So yeah, thanks Neil for contributing this good question, and I hope I answered it. Yeah, like to your satisfaction a little bit. Meanwhile, Mukhofa dealt with the first breakpoint, and now 30-40, facing one more breakpoint in the fourth game of this set. And in comes the first serve. It's good. And they're playing a rally, big forehand from Mukhofa. Halep is running for it. Oh, her return is outside the line, and it's juice. But Simona Halep challenges the call. I think it was called correctly out, but let's see what happens with the Hawkeye. Oh, it was in. It was in. So they have to correct the score. The scoreboard already went to 3-1, even in the match, but it's not correct actually, and it's another break point for Halep. They have to replay the point. So Mukhofa has to fight the tension and brings in her first serve. It's into the net. Ooh, I hope she doesn't make this Hawkeye get to her. She's taking her time for the second serve. Halep looks very ready. In comes the second serve. Halep with a big return, pretty deep. Mukhofa, wild shot, but it lands in. And trying to finish the point. Into the net. But yes, really nice from Mukhofa. She moved into the net and then Halep tried to cross her. It was a pretty difficult ball, but she took it on her backhand and then managed to volley the next shot. I think really well on her feet, Mukhofa, really on the front of her foot, very quick reactions and yeah, good points from her and it's juice again. Arun Shankar is saying, I don't know who to support. Tough one. Well, thanks for joining us, Arun. Really happy that you're here and support whoever you want, or maybe just support the great tennis that we are watching. Because for me, this is one of the better matches that I've seen this tournament so far. And Jean saying, hey guys, hey Jean, nice to have you here. How's your day so far? And did you get to see some good matches already? MQR saying Rune is about to lose. That's kind of surprising, right? I think he was seeded, and if he loses, would be a big surprise. Meanwhile, we have breakpoint, and the first serve of Mukhofa is into the net. Halep moves forward a little bit, trying to break Mukhofa early in this set. Second serve from Mukhofa, and Halep returns it really deep, really high. Moves forward into the court, but she steps back again, continuing the rally. Good backhand from Mukhofa. Good forehand as well. There's a lot of power on the shots for both players. Forehand to forehand. Halep with a big forehand to the baseline. And the rally continues. Some great shots from both players. Now room for Halep to finish it. And she does it. Wow, what a point from Halep. And it's a break to Simona Halep. Let's go. Yeah, and I think this warrants another thing.
If she wants something, then she's gotta have it. If you're in her way, then you're gonna get it. She got all that talent, she got all that talent. It's Simona Halep.
Yeah, everyone, Simona Halep, isn't she playing well? Must be one of the top favorites to go far in this tournament. If you watch her play now, it's incredible level, and I actually feel bad for Karolina Mukhofa, who is not playing terribly. She's making too many mistakes, but Halep is also like pushing her back so much in the rallies that those mistakes are kind of bound to come. And yeah, she has a very bad first round draw, and it's I think because she's unseeded with all her injuries, she dropped back so far in the rating that you can get this kind of draw in the first round. And Halep is playing really, really dominant. And Neil saying interesting answer, no worries, always welcome. And you got to see a lot of serve dominance in Queens and Nottingham. I think we saw a lot of good servers in those tournaments, well, right, with Hurkacz, Berrettini, etc. Oh no, Hurkacz he played actually in Germany, but with Berrettini, some other players. I think if you get players like Medvedev, some other players who don't serve as big, you get to see a bit more fun matches if you like the rallies. Oh, misser from Mukhofa, jumping volley, and it's 30-15 to Halep in her service game. Neil saying, someone who only played club level. I appreciate aces and service winners, which you see in a women's game, but only a couple times a game. So you appreciate them, not 5 or 6 per game. Yeah, I think we've been blessed actually with some really good matches on the women's side. I don't know if you watched the Halep Maya game, but it was also very tight and a lot of good rallies. So I think this match, yeah, a really high level, and I'm going to try to watch as many matches from Simona Halep this tournament as I can. Gene saying Mukhofa is going to drop in the rankings like crazy. Yeah, she is going to lose a lot. I'm afraid for her that she will drop very far. She's currently 81 and she will, I think, fall outside of the top 100. (40-30). Halep serving, looking to hold her service game, consolidate this break and move on to 4-1. I think someone dropped his drink. and it's a hold from Simone Halep. Consolidation of the break, and they are now changing, which gives me some time to tell everyone that please like this video if you are liking the commentary that I'm doing. We're up to 40 likes, and I would really try to see if we can make it to 100 likes on YouTube or Facebook. And yeah, thanks for joining us anyway. We love to have you here from the Game to Love podcast, and hope that you will join us for many, many more matches during this tournament. If you didn't yet, also subscribe to our channel, and you can even join our channel on YouTube or on Patreon and get some exclusive content, including some behind-the-scenes footage on Wimbledon that JG and Ben have been doing. They've been interviewing players, walking around Wimbledon, photographing and filming some of the inside stuff. So if you want to see those, check out the links below in the YouTube description and support the channel where you can. One of the benefits that you get when supporting the channel is using some of these excellent emojis that we have. Maybe some of the super fans or subscribers can show how they look, because they are amazing, and yeah, you can really support your players in a different way. MQR with really all the ones that we have. Yeah, really nice. So if you want to use those, subscribe to the channel, and you can support your players. Capricorn saying Petra is waking up in the second set right now. Yeah, I think that's well due. I had her as one of the favorites. I think she's one in my semi-finals, so I hope she makes it. And Jean saying Banshee's losing was really surprising. Yeah, that I really didn't expect it. I was hoping for her to make a good return, but she lost, and I think a lot of people will be surprised by it, and also will have their brackets destroyed by it. So we are into the sixth game of this second set, and Mukhofa moves to 30 love, and I think what she needs is an easy service game here, so that she can try to break Halep. Last game she didn't get close, and she needs to get close in at least one service game. And meanwhile, Giron defeats Rune in straight sets, and I think everyone who's not a fan of Holger Rune anymore will be celebrating this. Maybe Casper Ruud will. Really lucky net shot here from Halep, gives her a point, and it's 30-15. Mukhofa serving, first serve, it's in. Return from Halep is deep. Playing backhand to backhand rally. That's a slice now from Mukhofa. Halep with the forehand, a lot of power on it. Yeah, Mukhofa struggles with his forehand. It's a side that we've been seeing, I think, almost entirely during this match, is that when Halep puts on a lot of power and spin on his forehand, Mukhofa doesn't have the control to put it in, and then it just flies, and she gets an unforced error. And I think 20 unforced errors already for Mukhofa in this match is just way too many. Mukhofa 30-30 in this game, I think, is really vital. They're into the rally, back into forehand, and it's a shank from Mukhofa, and it's another break point for Halep. And oh my God, is this match moving fast now? I think, yeah, we didn't expect it to go this fast, and it's happening. So yeah, let's see. Neil Michael saying Casper Ruud is eyeing up a wedgie to the green right now, so he hasn't heard about Rune losing. I think Casper Ruud played really well in his first round match, actually, and people might be surprised about how well he can do on this tournament, because he has been given, I think, the easiest of draws. So that's where his third seed benefits him, and I think he could go into the quarterfinals without troubles. 30-40, they're into the rally, forehand to forehand. Mukhofa pressuring. It's a high ball from Halep. Mukhofa with the smash. Halep with the shot. And Mukhofa with the volley. It's really difficult volley, but she managed to put it away, and it's juice. I think really, really good point from Mukhofa, and let's see it from her. Yeah, apologies about the banner mid-match, but I think Karolina needs it from us right now. She needs all the support that she can get, and she's on juice on her serve, and she needs to hold this game if she wants to have anything to say about the outcome of this match. First serve of Mukhofa is an ace, and we go to advantage. But Halep challenging the call. Simona Halep was right in the previous two challenges, so let's see what happens. It was in. It's an ace, and it's advantage to Mukhofa. Landon Lowe saying you're the first person on GTL to beat the scoreboard changes with your commentary. That's nice. That's nice. I guess it must be my super powerful Dutch internet that is coming through here. So thanks for your comment. We're into the rally, backhand outside, and it's a really good point from Mukhofa, and it's 4-2. And because I can, I'm just going to play it again. Jean says you missed my comment. I think it would be this one. I don't understand how Banshees hasn't made a deep run at Wimbledon. She's got a perfect game for grass. Yeah, she does. But I think with Banshees recently, she's just so shaky with all her games. So I wouldn't trust her to win or lose any match currently, because I think she was on a hot form last year, and she looked unbeatable at certain moments. And now it's not so much. Ooh, Mukhofa slipping. And she's hurting on her hand. Ooh, Mukhofa slipped in his previous points. It's 15 love to Halep, and I hope it's nothing serious actually. No, it doesn't look serious, luckily enough. So we move to 15 love, and Halep looking to hold her game again. First serve from Halep is into the net. Neil Michael saying, what happened to Halep Maya yesterday? Just goes to show all the pro tournament form can be misleading. Yeah, the bookies had her as 4 favorites while she was completely unexpected to come there. I had her in all my fantasy leagues and all my brackets, and they are now completely destroyed. So yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch the whole match, Neil, so I cannot give an example. But I felt like she was playing pretty nervously, and also her opponent was playing way better than a lot of people might have expected. But maybe someone who saw the whole match can say something about why Juvan was playing so well. But yeah, I think the part that I watched, Juvan was better in the rallies, and it was a very close match, and it could have gone either way. But in the end, she was more consistent. So yeah. Gene saying, "Damn, these courts are so slippery." Yeah, I've seen a lot of players fall on. We saw Dimitrov injured, so yeah. Gene saying, I've Kontaveit in the semifinals. I actually have her going out to Niemeyer in the second round, but I've put my faith into Niemeyer 2 times already, and it never worked. So let's see what happens. It's 30-15 for Halep, second serve. They're into the rally with the backhand. Big forehand from Halep. There's a lot of power from Mukhofa as well. She just needs to keep the pace in his rally. She moves to the net. Oh, the shot from Halep is so good on her backhand. For those of you that are watching live, Halep under pressure hits a very difficult ball on her backhand, and it lands on the outside of the line, and it gets an applause from the crowd, and also an applause from Mukhofa. Very sportwoman's like from her. And 40-15 for Halep, who looks to be cruising and in really dominant form here. Oh, Halep moving forward. Wow, what a point from Simona Halep. She is so good right now. What a form, what a point. And it's 5-2, and here we go.
If she wants something, then she's gotta have it. If you're in her way, then you're gonna get it. She got all that talent, she got all that talent. It's Simona Halep.
Simona Halep, how well is she playing currently with the big drives, but also spreading the play with the drop shots? 14 winners, 9 enforced errors, really good service ratings. Yeah, this is one of the best matches I've seen from her in a long while, and she looks on form to do well in this Wimbledon. All the Romanian fans in the chat, I think you are very well in very good state right now, because your favorite Simona Halep is dominating this match against unseeded but always dangerous Karolina Mukhofa, and only one game between her and finishing up this match. So we go to the business end of this second set. Gene saying people forget how good Kontaveit actually is on grass. Yeah, that's true. I think because Kontaveit had a few very early losses in Grand Slams that people underrate her now, but she's number 2 of the world for a reason, and she's good on grass for sure. So Mukhofa serving to stay in this match, and I'll focus on the game commentary now because we're closing in on the end of the set. Second serve for Mukhofa. Good return. Forehand from Mukhofa inside out is really strong. She volleys. Can Halep reach it? She can. What a shot from Simona Halep. Yeah, that gets an applause from me as well. What a passing shot from the forehand, and she is playing so well. There's nothing you can do against this. Mukhofa was moving her around the court, and Halep reaches it and hits it on her forehand. Amazing shot inside out, and wow, what a play from her. Laurencio saying, yes, brother, I'm so happy. I'm happy that you're happy. Nice that you're here joining us for this stream. First serve from Mukhofa into the net, second serve, and her second serve percentage actually dropped to 23%. I haven't seen such a low percentage in a really long time, and I think Halep is eager to take this one as well. Return from Halep is deep with the backhand. She moves to her forehand, also very deep, pressuring Mukhofa, and it's 30 love for Simona Halep. Only 2 points remaining for Simone Halep to win this first round, and I don't see her getting into trouble anymore. She's so dominant, and it looks like Mukhofa is making so many mistakes on these deep hits from Halep. Mukhofa getting ready to serve. And here it comes now. She serves, it's in. Return from Halep is also really deep again. Mukhofa with some bad footwork, what we've seen a few times already, and it's 40 love, and we have 3 match points for Simona Halep.
Match point.
First serve from Mukhofa is out. She has to do it on her second serve with 3 match points to go. Can she at least claw one back, or is it already finished? Let's see. She's preparing for the second serve, bouncing the ball. Up it goes. It's inside. Good return from Halep, and it's another misser from Mukhofa, and Simona Halep wins 6-3, 6-2. What a show from her, and yeah, really, really impressive. Simona Halep, your winner today.
If she wants something, then she's gotta have it. If you're in her way, then you're gonna get it. She got all that talent, she got all that talent. It's Simona Halep.
Yeah, this is some display from Simona Halep. Congratulations to her, and it's yeah, a really dominant showing. I was expecting a closer match. It was one of the best matches I think in the first round for me. Noted as the popcorn match, and yeah, she just destroys Mukhofa. So yeah, really, really well played by Simona Halep. 16 winners, 9 unforced errors. She goes to the second round, 6-3, 6-2. And yeah, let me know in the chat what you thought about the match. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us put the word of the Game to Love podcast out there. And Simona Halep getting ready to play the winner of Flipkens against Furli in the first round. Don't know if that match already happened, but she played so well. And Capricorn BG saying total domination, good sign here. Yeah, I think it's a really good sign of her form. She played so well, and I can see her going really deep into this tournament actually. Dubai Felicia saying she doesn't have Mukhofa left. No. That's a really good one. Really, really sharp. And Mukhofa going out first round, she will be losing a lot of points. I guess someone commented earlier that I think Mukhofa had a lot of points to defend here, if I'm right. And she will be losing those, and then I think dropping outside of the top 100 probably, maybe depending on what some other players do. So I feel for her rating. I really feel for it, and I hope that she can come back in other events and maybe perform better. So if you have any questions for me still about this match or the rest of the tournaments, feel free to drop them now and we can discuss them. And otherwise, I would say thank you so much for watching. It was really a pleasure to be your host today. I hope to comment on a lot more matches this week and next week. And yeah, I think we are up to something special maybe from Simone Halep, who is today's winner. So I'm going to play her button once more, and if there's no further questions from me, then I think we can close this stream. Don't forget to follow the channel because we will be doing many more streams about Wimbledon today. You can actually watch Kvitova against Paolini currently, which is being covered by Megan. And Kvitova is trying to get back a set on Paolini. So yeah, hopefully Kvitova can do it, and you're in for a third set. So I would say please all go to Megan there and watch it, and then I will see you the next time that I comment on the show. And yeah, also all the Romanian fans in the chat. I can see your messages. I don't speak Romanian, but I can see that you're very happy. So yeah, enjoy it for today. And yeah, I see you the next time that Simona Halep plays.